Welcome to Open Arms, an honest conversation about firearms. Hey everyone, I'm your host Brian Lockerman. How you doing over there, Nikki?
Good. How are you guys?
We're good.
Great.
You know, Nikki. I tell you what, I think we might be doing something right. You know why?
Why is that?
We have guests now calling us back to come back on the show to give
we
us
love it.
updates.
Me.
Love
So
it.
there you go.
Yes. Hey, Brian.
That's it. And today we have Ted Nordblum coming back on the show
Yep.
to give us some updates of his campaign, see what's going on. I'm so excited. Welcome back, Ted.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely.
It's great to see you guys again.
Okay, so when you were on our show the first time, you were telling us about your campaign and what you were going to start and what you're trying to achieve.
Sure.
Where are you now?
Okay, so since that, I've gotten the Ventura GOP endorsement.
Lovely.
Then I got the LA GOP endorsement a month ago. And then just like 2 weeks ago, I got the California endorsement.
Very
So right now, I am the Republican nominee going against Jackie Irwin.
Okay.
So that looks good. Team's building great. Right now, it's just fundraising. We need to raise money. The good thing is that hopefully I won't have a primary race. I don't think anybody else is going to jump in at this point. And then I just worry about the general coming up for next November. But
Yeah.
we got a lot of work to do between now and then. So I've been campaigning for 9 months now. So
Absolutely. And this is what I want to do. I want to share with the audience what your goals are when you do get in office. Now, I've been following you.
sure.
Nikki's been following you.
Thanks.
Open
Nikki.
Arms is following.
Yeah, Open Arms
yeah.
following you.
And I'm following you guys
course.
too. I follow
Oh,
you guys
good.
too.
I've been watching and listening to what you want to do. Now, I want to start with the first subject. It's the homeless thing.
Yep.
I know it's a big thing on your plate right now,
Yep.
and you have some possible ideas to try to fix that.
Yeah, there's laws in place that we're not really just following. The state of California is just kind of just doing whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Boise versus Supreme Court about that. You have to give homeless people a place to stay, but it doesn't say you have to give them a tiny house or a condo. Which we're paying like $700,000-$800,000 a piece for in California. So we don't have to do that. But there's places that we could find. There's state land. We could actually move them to that if they'd want to. The problem is you'd probably have about 3 people there because they still want to do drugs. They still want their alcohol. And a lot of them don't want to do the rehabilitation and also get back into the workforce. I met with a guy named Ted Hayes, who's a homeless activist. Met with him a couple times. He's talked with the Biden administration and the Trump administration. And he has a way, but it'd be more done on a federal level, I think. But on a state level, it's kind of almost inhumane to do it the way we're doing. We're just leaving them on the street and we're just throwing money at it. I think we throw like $23 billion now a year at the homeless situation. We have like 33% of all homeless are right now in California. We have over 171,000 because of the entitlements.
Yeah.
So that's been a big issue. But even what's becoming more of an issue now is the parental rights thing with the children. So that's actually coming up and way up on top now.
Oh yeah, no, that's something we're definitely going to get into
Yeah,
too as well.
yeah.
That's a big one too for us.
Huge.
But just going back to the homeless real quick. I mean, both Nikki and I know it's just
sad.
absolutely sad. I mean, she used to live down in the valley, and it just got so bad. It's
Yeah.
just and
Well, look at San Francisco now.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
LA, Skid Row. Oakland. It's like San Diego. It has the most homeless kids in the state now down there. They're living on the streets in tents on the sidewalk. It's bad.
And if you could do something to make a difference, man, would that just be just great for us.
It can be done in a matter of months.
See that? That's
It's
what
just
we need.
it's just common sense.
Yeah.
It's really, really simple to do. We can implement it and we can get it going. And we have a lot of government military bases and stuff that are abandoned that we could use and get
There you
people
go.
in there. We could do re-education, rehabilitation, be like their own city where they actually would live there and they could take care of that. The drugs and alcohol part, it's like they want to we got to get them out of the suburbs and the rural areas because they beg, they get money, and they do their drugs and they do their alcohol.
Exactly.
That's the hard part.
Now, it seems like there's a lot of resources out there to fix this, but it's just no one's doing it. Is that correct?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom. I think I saw him in 2008. He goes, "Oh, give me 10 years on. There'll be no homeless people in California."
Yeah.
Well, it's 2018, and I went by, and it's even worse. It's 10 times worse now than it was back in 2008.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's another subject I want to bring up too. Apparently, he just passed the first state to vaccine the kids.
Yep.
Mandatory for.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I just saw this. Now I don't know how legit this is, but I just saw this. I think yesterday that he just passed something that was a mandate to have all kids vaccinated, whether in public school, private school, homeschool, just every kid, and a series of vaccines.
Yeah.
And they said it was going to be the first state in the union ever to do this. whether it went through, whether it's done or not, I don't know. But it's,
That I haven't heard about yet.
okay,
but
is that
yeah.
something?
But that's something nobody will comply with. Nobody's going to do that.
Yeah,
to us.
exactly.
We're done.
I agree.
We got school choice. We got other things we can get rid of, like the public schools now too. I know it's called opt out and cash out. So they have this like a school choice plan that you can take the federal money that goes to a student. I think it's like $17,000 a year. You can put it into your own school choice. So you can take that money, put it into where you want to go to school, and maybe let's say that school charges you $7,000 a year. They take that $10,000 and put it into an educational savings account. So that way, when you go from kindergarten to 12th grade, you'll have abundance of money saved up that you can go to college with or use for trade school and all that. So it's like a really good program that's coming out. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, Kevin McNamee, Mayor of Thousand Oaks, is actually kind of overseeing that, and we've talked about it, and I think it's a great program that if we can implement that in California.
Very good. Very nice. Okay, now going back to the parent rights thing you were talking about.
Yeah,
That is a big one, and I mean that really is
well,
something.
the big one right now. Well, AB 665 just passed.
Yeah.
Jackie voted yes for that. That's for kids that are 12 and older if they have mental health issues that they don't have to get their parents' consent. I mean, they can go around it.
Exactly.
They can't get sex, gender affirmation. They can't change their sex without letting the parents know. But just the mental part is that the parents should be the first one to know about that. If
I
if your
agree.
child's got some mental issues or depression or whatever, but now they're trying to go around that. Jackie Irwin's even far left of Gavin Newsom now with all these stuff, with the human trafficking. Originally, she was absent on the vote, and then she caught a lot of heat for it, and then she went back and then she co-authored with Shannon Grove, who proposed the bill, the senator, who also endorsed me too, Shannon Grove. And now they're all trying to say, oh, yeah, we're all on board with it now. But she originally didn't vote for it. They shot it down, which is like, why would that even be an issue?
Exactly.
It shouldn't be. The drugs, the trafficking, the fentanyl, they killed 3 bills to make fentanyl a felony in this state. Jackie Irwin was part of that, too. She was a vote yes on 1, absent on 2 others. She's absent more than she's present.
I just don't understand it. Why people can't understand what's going on or what she's doing to our state.
Yeah, all of them. The Democrats, well, they've had a supermajority for 31 years.
Yeah.
Nothing's gotten better. It's only getting worse, and it's just amplifying. So we need people to. Here's what I'm talking when I'm going out campaigning. We all know the issues. We know what's going wrong. We know the state. With 100%. Poverty, homeless, crimes through the roof. People are hurting. Inflation, like gas is hitting $7 a gallon.
Ridiculous.
So we know the issues. But what I'm trying to do is I go out there, Brian. I'm giving people hope. I go, look, you guys have the power. You are the voice, and your vote counts. Don't follow that road where they say your vote doesn't count anymore. You don't have anything to say. It's like this state's gone. It's blue. Give up. That's what they've been wanting to do and keep us down.
Exactly.
And then we don't come out and vote. If we get out and vote, and also the young kids, we need to register young kids now.
Yeah.
The 18 to 21, 22, they need to get up because it's their generation that's going to help us and save this. We've kind of, I hate to say it, my fault. I'm responsible too. We kind of dropped the ball because I didn't really see what was going on in the politics. And that's why I got involved at that point. But yeah, we can fix it, and we just need people to get out and have hope again. So that's what I'm trying to stress.
Get out and vote, people. He's
very
right.
important.
He is right about that.
We get out and vote, we win. This state is red. We can turn the state red.
Right, Nikki?
Used to be.
I believe it is red. If we had a fair and honest election,
Right.
I'm very curious to see
Well,
what
that
the
too.
state is.
That too. We need to talk. Everybody needs to call their board of supervisors. You got to call the people because the board of supervisors makes. They can get rid of the Dominion machines, and we can go to paper ballots and one day voting if they choose to do so. So you've got Kelly Long, Jeff Gorell, Janice Parvin. For Ventura County, we have a conservative majority there, so they can get out. If we get out and make calls, I was talking with Cole Bricado last night about this. If we get to our supervisors, because they make the changes for the election and stuff, so why not do it? Get rid of it. The machines are bad. We don't need them. Like Shasta County, they got rid of them. We can do it in other counties here in California.
Very cool. How's Kelly Long doing, by the way?
I sat down. I think she's doing great. She has a re-election coming up. We had coffee, got to know each other a little bit. We're friends. So
Yeah, I went to her last fundraiser in Sherwood, and she was supposed to come on the show, but we kind of keep hitting and missing. Stuff
yeah,
like that,
no, she's great. I like
Yeah.
Mom. Gorell's great. Janice, I haven't met yet, but I'm hoping to get her support too and some others. So
Very cool. Very
yeah,
cool.
but everything's going great. I have like over 130 endorsements now.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
That
so
is.
it's really good. And Lori Mills is supporting me. Tony Strickland's on my team now, so he's helping me.
Oh.
So yeah,
Awesome.
we got a movement going here. So we just have to keep it going.
That's
You know,
fantastic.
keep it going.
I mean, so since the last time we were on the show, you're moving.
I'm moving now.
To grooving.
Now we got momentum, and now we got to get through the finish line and take down the Democrats. Down
do
Jackie.
it.
That's it. That's it.
Woohoo! Go team.
These are the guys we want in office, 100%. Now, I'm going to keep saying this throughout the show. where can they find you? Where can they help? Where can they donate? Where can they support?
Okay, you can go to tednordblum.com.
Okay.
That's Nordblum. I need volunteers because we're knocking a lot of doors coming up next, 5, 6 months, 8 months after the primary. Need to raise money to be able to fight Jackie. I won't outraise the Democrats. We never do.
Yeah.
But we need to be able to compete. So if we can get enough people out there to help donate, even if it's $10, and it doesn't have to be like all
That's
at
right.
once. I mean,
it all helps. It all helps.
yeah, because inflation, you're paying $709 a month now with inflation since Bidenomics, So look at that over a year. That's $8,700 per person.
Yeah.
So to give $100, it's like you're investing in your future to get these prices out. I want to cut gas taxes. I want to cut sales tax. I want to get rid of sales tax if we could, and also get cut back on property taxes on Prop 13, which is under assault. You guys have to wake up. This goes around all party lines. Prop 13, they passed. It's called ACA 1 and ACA 13, and what they want to do. This is going to be on the ballot for 2024.
Okay.
So they want to increase property taxes, but with a 50 plus 1%. Right now, you need a 2/3. So ACA 1 was at 50% plus 1 as far as the voters.
Uh-huh.
And then Prop 13, they want to be able to raise property taxes on us. And that will hurt a lot of seniors who are on fixed incomes.
Yeah, that's not good.
And what they'll do, let's say you bought your house in 1970 for 40 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's reassessed at $1 million. How are you going to afford that property tax at $1 million?
Yeah.
So they're going to price us out, and they're doing this. I don't know why they're doing it. They're destroying our country, they're destroying our state from the inside out.
Yeah.
But we need to stop the madness.
Yeah, we have to.
It's crazy.
That's
And
well
look at the
said.
world. Look at what's going on in Israel. And then,
Oh,
and then the border is open, and we're open for attacks here now. And
Oh, I know. Which gets to another subject, the Second Amendment. Now,
Second Amendment.
I know, Ted, you're a big supporter of that.
Yes.
And that's one thing we have to stand strong on.
Yep.
Because we cannot let them try to take any more that they've already taken away from us.
which they're trying to do again.
Every day.
I think
every day.
California just banned they banned the magazine capacity. I think they said that went through some ruling of a judge. I'd read this morning or yesterday about that they're banned still. The high capacity.
The high cap.
Yeah.
It's still banned.
Yeah, it's still banned. And we're trying to get it overturned. And all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Exactly.
But what the good news is, we got 81 million Americans that carry guns.
Oh yeah.
And I was reading a thing in a concealed carry magazine I was reading today, and it says like 31% of them have used their guns for self-defense, and some of them more than once. So that's huge.
Hey,
it's important to defend yourself.
I've been carrying for oh my God, what, 30-some years?
Yeah, I've been like 8 now.
And I actually I never shot anybody or had to shoot it, but I pulled my gun in 2 situations twice.
Right.
That could have been very bad for myself if I didn't have one on me.
Right.
So yeah,
Well, training is very important now.
training is key.
I'm teaching my wife how to shoot, so she's going to get hers too. And I know other people. There's people out there that are great trainers. Many of them. We need to train. We need to just get out there, get your guns, get your concealed carries. We can carry them now. I think we have 27 states in the union that are open carry now.
Yeah, something like
I think I just saw one today. Michigan wants it, and they're fighting that. They're appealing that. That would be the 28th state.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
Wow.
So since Biden, I think we've had 9 more states go open carry, right? Something like that. 9 or 10?
Yeah.
So
Now,
crazy.
and that was a good point too. I love hearing that, but I also don't want people just running out and buying a gun and throwing it on their hip and running outside without getting training.
No, you need training.
Training is a must. If we can just if you get the proper training and you're safe about this, everybody will be in a better world.
It's like everything. I did martial arts I taught for 22 years, and even to perfect a kick or a punch, you have to do 1,000 punches, 1,000 kicks to perfect that motion. So just like with a gun, if you're not training and you're not practicing, you're going to get nervous and you're going to do dumb things. Accidents will happen. We don't want that.
That's true.
What's the good thing about it, I love the United States, is that we are probably the biggest military in the world, just with our citizens. We could pretty.
That's what I was telling Nikki. And I was telling a few other people the other day. Just go back to when the Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Why didn't they come on our soil? Because it was the saying was, behind every blade of grass there's a gun.
Yes.
We are a very well armed nation. Privately, our military and privately.
Yeah. Thank God.
And I think our people that are armed like you and me and that believe in our Second Amendment, we do it the right way. We get trained properly.
Right.
We go by the laws, and there we are.
Yeah, law-abiding citizens have the right. It's our right.
Yeah.
It's our right. It's our constitutional right to carry
Exactly.
and bear arms. So it will not be infringed ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever. So
Never.
never.
Never at all. Okay, so we got the homeless thing.
Yep.
You talk about the parent.
Parental rights.
Parental rights.
Which is huge. It's a big issue now, especially in schools and stuff like that. And the transgenderism and all the wokeness has got to go away. It's not that you can't have it, but you can't shove it down everybody else's
No.
throats. Because I
No.
don't necessarily believe that if you identify as a giraffe, that you are a giraffe. You look like a boy or a girl to me. That's what it is going to be. You can't change my
Simple as
perception in
that.
my mind. It's
Yeah.
really that easy.
Yeah,
And you're allowed to have that. You can be that, but you can't force it on other people. So
No, I agree with that.
it's just common sense, Brian.
You're crazy to yourself.
No.
Yeah, we just got to get back to common sense values
Common
and our
sense values.
traditions, our culture. Just get
Yes,
back, being
yes.
Americans.
Exactly.
It's American pie, hot dogs, baseball.
I know
we
it.
miss all that. We got to get back to it and get rid of all the other political stuff. It's just gone so awry for so many years. It's like the pendulum's so far to the right. It needs to come down to center now.
Yeah.
And that's why we got to get rid of the Democrats. And I go from top to bottom, by the way. Everybody vote top to bottom, Democrats, Republicans, all the way up and down the ballot. And support the local school boards and also city councils. Those are very important too.
Yeah.
Because we have to start going from the bottom up. I mean, it's great. I'm running for state assembly, but it's a big, big task I have. Jackie's a 5-time incumbent. She's got more money than I'll ever have. She'll outspend me 10 to 1.
Yeah.
But I believe I can win based on the messaging. And I think people are tired and they want to go a different direction.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I really, Nikki and I have been finding that more and more people are talking that way too as well.
Yeah,
And
people are waking up. People
Yeah.
are saying they're crazy.
Yep, but you need to wake up more. We got to get more.
Yes.
I think like 80%. If we can get 80%, I think that changes the public perception of things. And that's when you actually get things done.
I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1,000,000% there. Okay, so do you have any upcoming events that you're speaking at or doing?
I do.
Beautiful.
I have a meet and greet. If you go to my website, I think the event's up there. It's a meet and greet in Bel Air. It's on October 21st, and I think it's at 3 to 6 p.m. It's a fundraiser. If you donate, I think donation's $42 because District 42.
Oh yeah,
So,
nice.
and people can donate more too, but also I'll be there speaking, and it's more intimate. It's more one-on-one. I do have other dates coming up in January. I've probably got 2 more. The next event after that, coming up in November. I might have something in November, but I'm not sure yet. It's not
Well, I
set
like
up.
to when they do, Nikki. We should every time he's got an event coming up. Let's do a little post on all our social media and stuff
Yes.
like that to really get people out there. And then the one for the $42. I was thinking about going to that one, but if you don't mind, I was going to give you $42.19. Is that good? A little bit of extra there.
And every penny
That'll
helps. Every penny helps, Brian. I need help. We do. We need to raise money.
That's true.
Also get my name out there so people know me and they understand. But I've been speaking to a lot of the Republican committees and assemblies and stuff like that, and it's been going good. I spoke at the California GOP convention. I saw Trump speak.
Oh, really?
He was
Oh, I'm so
amazing.
jealous.
He was so awesome.
So jealous.
He is so funny. My wife was crying. She was tearing. She was laughing so hard.
I love him.
He was awesome. And then, but I got to speak for our central committee, and went really well. I got like standing ovation. And then I spoke for the Republican Hispanic Assembly too, Republican Assembly, and spoke there. I was the only one candidate that got to speak. And
Really?
we did really well with that too. So whatever my message is resonates. I don't have anything pre-planned. I'll be honest with you, Brian. I just go from God.
That's
and I
good.
just speak from the heart, and it seems to come out. Like they'll say, "What'd you say?" I go, "I have no idea what I just said."
It's better that way.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm off the cuff, and it just seems to flow better. And I just trust in God and go. Let's see what happens. So
There you go.
in the end, God wins.
That's it. That's it. Well, great. You got upcoming events. That's
Yep.
fantastic. And again, in between those events, anything else going on?
Right now, I'm just on the phones a lot, so I'm just
Okay.
trying to raise money. So I'm calling donors and things like that. There's a Simi Valley Fair coming up. I think the 18th. Is it the 18th? October 18th? Maybe the 28th. The 28th in Simi Valley. I'll be there in the morning for the Simi Valley Fair.
Okay.
I think we have a booth there. There's one in Thousand Oaks this weekend, but it's my anniversary on Friday. So, and then one of my buddies is getting married on Saturday, so I'll be out of town this weekend. But
Oh yeah. Wait, is that Thousand Oaks one?
Yes.
Oh, we're actually
It's
going.
Sunday.
We're going to the Simi Valley rally.
Okay.
It's in Simi Valley on Saturday, Brian.
Oh, that's Simi Valley. That's right. That's what we're doing.
And I think Sunday's the Thousand Oaks Fair, though.
Okay.
I think. And then there's a Simi Valley one the 28th of October. I'll be out in the morning because I got 3 different events coming up. I'm doing a lot of just speaking for the Republican committees and assemblies and stuff just to talk to the people.
Very
Because
nice.
we have to do a grassroots. We have to get people, like I tell everybody, you call everybody on your phone and you tell them to vote for me and you get them to get everybody on their phone and you just kind of do it this way, word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's how we win.
Yeah.
And vote as soon as you can. Don't wait till like voting day, we're kind of changing that because last year it rained and a lot of people didn't want to stand in line for 4 or 5
that's
hours.
true.
A lot of people didn't vote. So,
I remember going to my polling place last year. They changed my polling place, and I went there, and I was the only one there.
Yeah.
Even on election day.
Yeah, me and Don
It
too.
was just like
Yeah.
empty.
We turned them in. They're like nobody
Yeah.
there. It's like crickets. So
Yeah.
get out early. We're going to ballot harvest. We're going to walk. We're going to just do all kinds of fun stuff. As events come up, if you go on the website, you can check it all out and see everything, and we'll have a good time. And we're going to win this election. We're going to win. It's
Yes, we are.
We deserve a better California.
We do.
We do.
That is true.
Beautiful state that's
It's a gorgeous
gone
state.
in the wrong direction.
I know.
For San Francisco, I don't want to go to. And that's a place I should go vacation. I will not go up there anymore.
Yeah. Right.
I went to Oakland years ago, and that was even rough back then. I can't imagine what it is like now.
Oh, yeah.
And then LA, I won't go. LA, it's like it's just so unsafe. And
It's a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down. I was down there a couple days ago. Went down back to the valley, and I even told Nikki, it's been a while since I had to go down there. And I'm just like, oh man, it's
bad.
just getting worse and
Bad.
worse and worse.
Yeah, and they got their like these little mobile homes and little
Oh.
coaches, and they're just like the tires are flat, and they're on the streets, and they just leave them there. They're just like it's just trash.
I
It's
mean,
Yeah.
you can't even walk if
And
you
yeah.
wanted to.
yeah.
You can't even walk to the store, walk down the street.
Not even.
you know?
I don't feel safe in Thousand Oaks anymore like we used to. It's not the same. It's
No.
just and you can feel it. It just feels off. It feels
It does.
something's not right. And then all this stuff that's going on around the world is just it's creating a lot of chaos, and people are scared. I see
are.
a lot of fear in people's eyes now.
They're-
They're worried.
They are, and my buddies who own the gun stores around here say their sales are going through the roof right
Oh, I
now.
bet. I bet.
People are coming in and they're buying and buying and buying because they're worried again.
So much uncertainty. You don't know
Yeah,
what's going to
yeah,
happen. We
you
don't
don't-
know if we're going to be invaded. We don't know if we're going to start. bombing.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just a crazy world, and I think it's the worst I've ever seen in my lifetime. And it's kind of hard to imagine. In my lifetime, I've seen the 3 worst presidents: Jimmy Carter, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden in our lifetime.
That's true.
I mean, that's just nuts. In our lifetime, 3, 3 of the worst.
Uh-huh.
So, and then, 2 good ones. We got Reagan and Trump. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, crazy times. But there's hope, and I want people to not lose hope. And you just got to keep believing that we can make this better. We can change the world. And if we all feel that way, and we just change our mindset and start thinking positively,
That's it.
we will do it. And
See-
it's one person at a time.
That's it, Ted. And that's the way we are. We are
Yeah.
here. That's why we started this project. We wanted to get the message out to keep people safe,
Yep.
to bring family values back. And our motto was, if we save one life, we did our job. And if you can bring one person over to your side to get a vote, you did your job.
Yes.
And if you can get elected, you really did your job.
Yes. And then,
know?
then we start to change because once
Yes.
Ventura, I think this is one of the most vulnerable districts in the state.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Last week I was talking to somebody and they said they heard about me in Orange County, which is kind of weird. And they go, "We hear you guys got a candidate up there that actually could beat Jackie." And I was like, "Wow, I didn't. That's great from
That's
Orange
good
County."
to
I don't
hear.
know who said it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
"Cool, thank you so much." But I'm always fighting from a position that I'm way behind, and that that way it keeps me hungry and keeps me fighting more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just barely squeak by. I want to just win by as much as I can. 5-10 points would be great. But I think Democrats and independents, I think they realize because this affects them too with the economy, the crime. It's not just a Republican issue, obviously.
Oh, of course.
So this is a human rights issue at this point, and
Yeah.
we need to fix it. And Democrats are not doing anything to make this better for us. And it's going to continue to get worse, and especially with Israel. Oil might go. We might have gas $8, $9, $10 a gallon
Oh, I
in the
know
next 6 to 8 months.
I know it.
Oh God, don't say that.
I know, but I mean,
Scary.
how about this? 2 years ago, it cost me $80 to fill up my truck. The other day it was $145.
I saw that post.
Oh, you saw my post?
I saw it, yeah.
Well, I'm sitting like this. I'm sitting in my truck. I'm like, well, how come it's taking so long? And I look, I'm like 132, 133. I'm like 140.
I know.
And then I pull out my phone. I'm going to record this, and all of a sudden 144. Anyway, click, and I went, this is disgusting.
Uh-huh.
I was just
It
going,
is.
$144. It's like,
I know it.
and I'm already down to a half a tank, and it was only like 3 days ago, whatever.
I know. And the sad thing is, we have enough resources here on our own soil to produce
Oh.
and pull the crude oil out of our own, and they
yeah.
just won't do it.
Well, here's what's happening. Gavin Newsom, we import 70% of our oil from Russia and Venezuela. They call it tar. It's not even oil, they call it. And so we bring it over here, so we're paying way more for that. I think we pay up to Gavin Newsom lies about the numbers. He goes,
Yeah.
oh, it's 85 cents for taxes. It was like $2.26 for taxes and fees in the state. But if we refine our own oil here, which is cleaner, it's more environmentally safe, we would have like $2.15. It'd be maybe less than that, like whatever.
Yeah.
But with all this, they're doing this on purpose. They're bleeding us. They're going to tax us. They're going to come after our properties.
Of course.
Like what Klaus Schwab said, you'll own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
The happy part is, because you won't pay property taxes and you won't have to pay property insurance. My property insurance doubled this year. Property insurance doubled. I'm like, how are we going to afford this? And now they're not for new home buyers. They're not insuring new home buyers on their policies. So how do you have a mortgage when you have to have insurance, but you can't get insurance in the state of California?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom. Thank him for that too, and the Democrats. It's just,
Greasy Gavin Newsom.
oh my gosh, it's just horrible. But we can fix it, and I think we're at that point in our history and our time that I think this is our moment right now.
I
that we
agree.
seize it.
I agree.
But if you don't seize the moment, then you can't complain about it if it doesn't work out. So I think there's enough people that want to fight for us. I think they want to stand up,
I agree.
and it's for our next generations too.
No, I totally agree. And again, like I said before, Nikki and I have witnessed this. We've had so many people that we've known have been on the other side.
Yeah.
They've just are just fed up.
Yeah.
And they're just saying, no more, no more.
Right.
And they actually admit they put their vote in the wrong candidate back in the day. You know?
Oh yeah, a lot of people are. I'm so sorry. You
Yeah.
know. But we can change it. We
So
can
let me
make
ask you
it
this.
better. So you got to step up, and if we all step up and rise together, we change the way things are going to be done from now on. And we can undo all the bad policies. It's like they're not even trying to pass anything to help us. I know the Republicans wanted to put a $1 reduction for 1 year to help everybody in California. They wouldn't even bring it to the floor. They wouldn't bring it for a vote. So it shows you they don't care about the
No,
people.
they don't.
They want to
don't.
bleed us. They want to make us all poor.
Exactly.
No more middle class. It'll be just elites and then
That's
serfs.
it. That's it.
Yep. So we'll fix it. We got to fix it. We can't.
Yeah.
What choice do we have?
And we don't.
Right.
We have to fight.
Yes.
What's your thoughts? You think Trump's going to do it?
I know Trump's going to do it.
Yes.
What do you think, Nikki?
Oh, absolutely.
I think he will win in a landslide if they don't. Obviously they're going to try to put him in jail and give him a felony, and he can't run. And I heard if you're a felon, then he wouldn't be on the ballot for California, and he wouldn't be on the ballot for Pennsylvania because you cannot be if you're a felon.
Really?
So they're going to try to probably get him that way too. I don't think it'll succeed. I think the people have wisen up to what he's doing, and I think this is going to be the biggest. It's biblical. This will be biblical.
Oh,
Absolutely.
this is
And
gonna-
as long as they don't, pull any funny business again on election.
Well, with all the distractions, look around the world.
I know.
You don't talk about Maui anymore. You don't talk about Ukraine anymore. They don't talk about Hunter Biden anymore.
Yeah.
It's all these distractions. Now it's Israel. So it's like, what's the next thing? It gets a little heavy on our shoulders, from time to every day because they just keep adding more and they keep deflecting, and then it's just a whole plan of deceiving the American public and the world, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the trafficking. The trafficking's the biggest in the world. It's
Oh,
like,
it's unreal.
yeah.
Did you see that movie?
Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. Awesome.
Yeah,
And that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's going on around the world.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 400,000 kids disappear in the United States. I think it's like 3 million around the world every year. How do you lose 3 million kids?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Ohio, I just saw something. They just lost 1,000 children. They don't know where they're at in Ohio. I'm like, how do you not? What are they? I mean,
Unbelievable.
It's evil. And it's got to stop.
Let's keep the borders open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are we going to stop that? Well,
Exactly.
now he wants to build a wall, but he sold all our steel. He sold it
Oh.
for pennies on the dollar.
He's only building 20 miles of the wall just so he doesn't get impeached, so he looks like the good guy.
Yeah,
It's all-
that's such
Yeah.
a.
Would you
such
see the Border Patrol where they opened the doors and they welded them open so they can just walk through, like the border wall? They have
Really?
doors on them, and they opened it up and they welded them open so they couldn't close them. Like we couldn't close them.
Oh my God.
And I saw videos. I'm like, what are these people doing? Don't they have any moral? And they know this is wrong. They have to know it's wrong what they're doing. I hate when they say, "Oh, I'm just doing my job." That does not fly anymore.
No.
You're not doing your job. You know morally. You know inside your heart and soul what's right and wrong. And if you don't, then obviously you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Crazy world, but we'll get through it. We have to.
Have to. We
I'm glad we're alive. This is interesting times. It's kind of like
Wow.
you kind of sit
Yeah.
back and you're like, is this really happening? It's like it can't be. It's not even a conspiracy theory. It's like you see it every day. It's like this is happening. This is happening. You can't say it's not because it is.
I just
I mean-
said that the other day. I said, Brian, this is such an interesting time to be alive. Like we're living in a movie.
It
Like,
is.
It is.
You can't even like
It's surreal.
tell people. Like even back during the whole pandemic.
Yep.
Like we lived.
Oh
through
my
that.
God,
What
yeah.
the hell? That was just like such a weird thing that we went through.
Yeah. I think 30 years from now, you're gonna tell people, yeah, we had a mask up and we shut.
I
down."
know,
We're
right?
gonna
We had to
go,
wait in
"What?"
line for groceries and you had to wear a mask to sit at your table. And
Yeah, you wipe your
had to take
bags
it
down.
off.
You take your clothes off. You had to shower every time you went
That's
outside.
crazy.
I mean,
When you
we're,
say they did. I didn't do that.
we
I didn't do that.
And I didn't wear the mask, but I did have to take my shoes off outside in the garage, and my wife wiped down all the groceries and all the food. I would have to watch. She's like, forget this.
I know it. I know it.
What are you gonna do?
You know, it's so funny. I saw a funny TikTok about the pandemic. A kid was asking his grandfather, "So, Grandpa, what did you do back then in the pandemic?" And you see him doing the dun 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 the dance. Dun, 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 dun. I did my TikTok dances.
Everyone was at home doing TikTok dances while the world was.
That world burning around us. Yeah. Oh, it's a crazy world, but
It
hey,
was.
it's interesting, and we're gonna fight for it. And we're gonna win. We're gonna win this thing.
I
We have
agree.
to.
I really do agree, and I feel that. I feel that there's definitely going to be changes coming our way.
And I think next year will be. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more painful.
And it's guys like you, though, Ted, that you come in here and you're passionate about it too.
I'm very
I mean,
fired up.
everybody I've had in here, I've had another couple politicians too come in, and their passion is so there
Yeah.
to get our state back, and that's what it takes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
And I've had this burning desire ever since I decided to run, and it just keeps fueling. And the more stuff I see going wrong, and more
Yeah.
injustice I see, and I worry about our children and the kids, and it makes me angry. So I come from a point of it's like the desire overcompensates for the fear of what I'm doing. I don't mind getting out there. I would never used to speak and run. I was like, it's not my thing. But now that I'm involved in it, I feel like I have to carry this torch. I think it's God talking through me to do these things for us, for everybody. And if I don't win, it's just say I don't, I can inspire somebody else that can or will do. So
Yeah,
the
that's
younger
true.
generation. But my thing was, I don't want to be like 20 years from now when the next generation goes, why didn't you fight for us? Why didn't you do anything? I wouldn't want to look that kid in the eye and go, I don't know why I did. I was just living my life and enjoying it until it all fell apart and went to hell. So I don't want to do that. I want to save it for them. They deserve it. If they had a little piece of the childhood we had when we grew up, I mean, we used to play kick the can and
Exactly.
our
dodgeball,
bikes.
sleeps with the, I mean,
Yes.
doors were open. I had friends over. It was like neighborhoods. You don't see that. We got to get back to that American tradition that we had and that we cherish. I miss it. And
Amen.
kids don't play in the street anymore. They're on their little phones and their iPads. It's like we kind of lost something. We need to get that back.
I agree 100%.
But we will. We will.
know,
We just
I
keep
know.
fighting the fight, brother.
I know it.
Yes, we have
I
to.
agree.
That's
I agree.
right.
Well, everyone, remember, endorse this guy. Follow
Please.
him.
Yes.
Support him. Go to his events. Learn about him. Get him in office. Vote him in. That's what we need.
TedNordblum.com. TedNordblum.com.
Yes, everything will be listed in the description box below. All the links, the websites, Instagram, everything will be
Awesome.
below.
You guys are great. I appreciate everything, and we'll do it again. We'll probably do it, maybe in the spring or summer
No,
next year.
absolutely. And,
We'll have more updates.
also, again, like I was talking about the facility we're building here.
Yeah,
it's
exciting.
I think we're going to be able to do a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
for you too, as well, for your campaign.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate
So
it.
yeah, we'll talk about that as we get the place done here for sure.
No, you guys are amazing. Your voice matters. So Open Arms is great. I hear about it all the time. I tell people about you guys all the time.
Aw, thank
so
you.
it's no, you guys are amazing. You guys are helping getting the word out there, and that's what we need to do. We need to get the word out and get the message out. And you
that's
guys are helping with that 1,000%. So we need more of
Awesome.
it. So thank you.
Thank you very much. That's very, very nicely said. Thank you.
Thank you,
buddy.
brother.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Well, thank you for the updates.
Yep.
Thank you for coming back on. We are going to follow you. We're going to track you. We're going to support you. We're going to get you in that office.
Yes.
Yes, we are. We're going to make it better California. So
That's
believe
it.
in it, guys.
Better
Believe in it.
Here we come. Better California in the future.
We'll do it.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
All right, Nikki, tell everybody where they can find us.
Well, you can find Open Arms on Instagram at openarms.tv. And if you have any questions about today's show, you can send us a tweet. We're at Open Arms DT. And all the information about today's show will be in the description box below.
All right. I want to thank Ted again for coming back. And that's our show for today. And always remember, safety, family, and the Second Amendment. Have a good day.
Vote, vote, vote.
There you go.